Hello and welcome to Arsenal Stage News, your daily hub of Gunners updates, transfer saga, and live matches inside and outside Emirates. Arsenal squad have arrived at the American Express Stadium with renewed energy and determination ahead of their Carabao Cup fourth-round clash against Brighton, but manager Mikel Arteta has surprised fans with a shocking and unexpected lineup. The Gunners boss, dealing with several injuries in his squad, has been forced to make bold decisions as he looks to guide Arsenal into the quarter-finals of the competition. The North London side will be without two key players, William Saliba and Gabriel Martinelli, both of whom sustained injuries during Arsenal's hard-fought 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace at the weekend. Saliba was withdrawn at halftime due to discomfort, while Martinelli completed the match but limped off the pitch following the final whistle. Arteta confirmed the duo's absence, expressing uncertainty over their return timeline. "Saliba is out," said Arteta. "We are assessing him, but he won't be involved in this match. It looks as well that Martinelli is going to be out. We have to do some more tests and see the extent of the injury, but this game is going to be too early for him." Despite the injury setbacks, Arsenal have received a major boost with the return of Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, and Ricardo Calafiori, all of whom have been declared fit. Saka, who battled illness before the Palace match, is expected to start, while Rice and Calafiori have recovered from minor knocks. Arteta, however, is set to rotate his squad heavily to manage fatigue and give opportunities to young and fringe players. Kepa Arrizabalaga is due to start in goal, making just his second appearance of the season. Ben White, Christian Mosquera, and Miles Lewis-Skelly are expected to bolster the defense, alongside new signing Piero HINCAPIE, who could make his full debut. In midfield, rising stars Ethan Nwaneri and Christian Norgard are likely to feature, with Mikel Merino potentially leading the attack if Victor GYKORES is rested. 15-year-old Max Daumann could also earn a place on the bench, highlighting Arsenal's faith in youth. Predicted lineup: 4-3-3. Arrizabalaga, White, Mosquera, HINCAPIE, Lewis-Skelly, Nwaneri, Norgard, Easy, Saka, Merino, Trossard. Injured: Havertz, knee; Jesus, knee; Madueke, knee; Martinelli, thigh; Odegaard, knee; Saliba, thigh. Arsenal are reportedly closing in on a potential move for Bayern Munich's rising star, Karl, as Mikel Arteta continues to strengthen the Gunners' long-term future amid growing competition from Chelsea and Manchester City. Arsenal have reportedly sent scouts to observe Bayern Munich youngster Karl as the North London side continues to track top young talent across Europe. According to 442 and ESPN, Arsenal have stepped up their pursuit of the 17-year-old German sensation, who recently made history at Bayern by becoming the club's youngest ever goal scorer in the Champions League, surpassing Jamal Musiala's record with a strike against Club Brugge. Karl's performances have quickly caught the attention of Europe's top clubs, and reports from Germany's Bild, relayed by Sport Witness, claim that Arsenal are among those keeping a close eye on the teenage attacking midfielder. The Gunners see him as a future prospect capable of competing for a place in their already talented midfield lineup that includes a Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi, Martin Odegaard, Mikel Merino, and Ebery Eze. Despite the midfield depth at the Emirates, Arteta has always shown faith in nurturing young players. Under his management, Arsenal have seen the emergence of Ethan Nwaneri and Max Daumann, both of whom became the youngest players in Premier League history. Bringing in Karl would continue this philosophy of combining elite experience with youthful energy. Karl, who is valued at around €20 million by Transfermarkt, is under contract with Bayern until 2028. This makes any potential transfer a challenging and expensive deal. However, Arsenal are determined to invest in future stars, having already enhanced their youth recruitment over the past 18 months with the signings of Tommy Setford and Victor Osimhen. Chelsea, however, could have an advantage in the race, as Karl is represented by Michael Ballack, a former Blues icon. Meanwhile, Manchester City are also monitoring his situation closely. Arsenal will need to convince the young German and his camp that they can provide genuine first-team opportunities within a highly competitive squad. As the Gunners prepare for their upcoming Premier League clash against Burnley, the club's scouting department continues to work tirelessly behind the scenes to secure one of Europe's most promising young stars, a move that could further solidify Arsenal's future dominance. Arsenal stretched lead at top but suffered double injury concern in win. Arsenal extended their lead at the top of the Premier League with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace at the Emirates Stadium. Eberechi Eze scored the decisive goal against his former club, helping Mikel Arteta's side move 4 points clear at the summit. Despite the win, the Gunners were handed a double injury concern, tempering what should have been a perfect afternoon for the league leaders. The first half offered little excitement, with Arsenal controlling possession but lacking penetration. Crystal Palace looked organized and occasionally threatened on the counter, but neither side created much of note early on. The deadlock was finally broken in the 39th minute when Bukayo Saka won a free kick after being fouled by Yeremy Pino. Declan Rice whipped in a teasing delivery, Gabriel Magalhaes headed it down, and Eze pounced on the loose ball to fire home. It was a poacher's finish and a moment of poetic justice as the midfielder struck against his boyhood club to continue Arsenal's strong start to the season. Set pieces once again proved vital for Arteta's men. Arsenal have now scored 11 goals from set plays this campaign, underlining the meticulous preparation and execution that have become trademarks of their game. With players like Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba attacking the ball, few teams have managed to handle the Gunners' aerial threat. The second half saw Arsenal protect their slender advantage with characteristic discipline, while Dean Henderson produced a brilliant save to deny Rice and Gabriel struck the bar with a header. The home side were content to manage the game and maintain control. Arsenal are reportedly eyeing a potential move for AFC Bournemouth forward Antoine Semenyo, with growing reports linking the Ghanaian attacker to the Emirates Stadium ahead of the January transfer window. According to Mark Douglas of the independent Cassiers, Semenyo's contract with Bournemouth includes a strong significant release clause, which could tempt Arsenal to make a move as they continue to bolster their attacking options under Mikel Arteta. The 24-year-old has been one of Bournemouth's standout performers this season, showcasing his explosive pace, strength, and clinical finishing in the Premier League. His versatility across the front line, particularly his ability to operate effectively from the left wing, fits the profile of player Arsenal are reportedly seeking. Arteta is said to be looking for another wide forward to provide competition and depth for Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard, especially as the Gunners fight on multiple fronts this campaign. Adding to the intrigue, Semenyo has publicly admitted in past interviews that he is a lifelong Arsenal fan, which could make a potential transfer even more appealing for both player and club. His passion for the club, combined with his current form, has made him one of the most talked-about potential targets in the upcoming window. Reports from The Sun suggest that a section of Arsenal supporters believe Semenyo currently offers better form and consistency than both Martinelli and Trossard, pointing to his performances for Bournemouth as evidence of his rapid progression. His direct playing style and powerful runs have drawn comparisons to former Arsenal star Alexis Sanchez, a player whose energy and determination defined Arteta's vision of attacking football. Arsenal, who spent another £250 million during the recent summer transfer window, bringing their total spending under Arteta to around £900 million since 2019, may continue their aggressive recruitment strategy in January. With their ambitions set on competing for both domestic and European honors, the addition of a high-impact forward like Semenyo could be the final piece to strengthen their title challenge. As the January window approaches, the Gunners' pursuit of Semenyo looks set to be one of the stories to watch closely, with the player himself reportedly open to a dream move to his boyhood club. Gabriel Jesus is already set for a sensational return to Brazil, with reports suggesting that Flamengo are closing in on a deal to sign the Arsenal forward. The 28-year-old, who is currently sidelined with a serious ligament injury, is open to leaving the Emirates Stadium in search of regular first-team football and a fresh start in his home country. According to reports from Fichajes, Flamengo are intensifying their efforts to bring Jesus back to Brazil. The Rio de Janeiro Giants view him as a marquee addition who could significantly strengthen their attack ahead of the new season. Jesus, for his part, is said to be enthusiastic about the move, as it would provide him with the opportunity to rediscover his best form and secure a spot in Brazil's national team ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Jesus began his career at Palmeiras, where his impressive performances earned him a move to Manchester City in 2017. During his 5-year spell under Pep Guardiola, he won numerous domestic titles but struggled to cement himself as an undisputed starter. Seeking more responsibility and consistent playing time, he joined Arsenal in 2022 for a significant fee, becoming a key part of Mikel Arteta's early plans. However, injuries and inconsistent form have derailed his progress in North London. Last season, he found himself playing a more rotational role, and a ligament injury has kept him out of action for several months. Even when fit, Jesus now faces fierce competition from new attacking signings, and reports indicate that Arteta no longer considers him a central part of Arsenal's long-term project. With over 18 months remaining on his contract, Arsenal are reportedly ready to offload the Brazilian forward in the upcoming January transfer window. They are seeking around €30 million for his services, although a loan move could also be considered if Flamengo are unable to meet that valuation. For Flamengo, signing Gabriel Jesus would be a major coup, adding international pedigree and versatility to their front line. Negotiations are said to be progressing positively, and a deal could be finalized soon as both clubs edge closer to an agreement that would mark Jesus's long-awaited return to Brazilian football. Arsenal eye surprise move for Bundesliga star as Andrea Berta targets first January transfer. Arsenal are reportedly preparing a surprise move for Eintracht Frankfurt left-back Nathaniel Brown, as sporting director Andrea Berta looks to make his mark in the upcoming January transfer window. The Gunners, who currently sit top of the Premier League, are already planning ahead to reinforce their squad and maintain their title charge in the second half of the season. According to reports from NoW Arsenal, Mikel Arteta has identified Brown as a potential addition to his defensive ranks. The 22-year-old German-American has been one of the standout young defenders in the Bundesliga over the past 18 months. His performances have not gone unnoticed, particularly during Germany's run to the UEFA European Under-21 Championship final this summer, where they narrowly lost to England in extra time. Brown's rise has been swift and impressive. After progressing through the ranks at 1 FC Nuremberg, he enjoyed a breakout 2022/23 campaign in the Bundesliga 2 before earning a move to Eintracht Frankfurt in January 2024. He was immediately loaned back to Nuremberg for the remainder of the season, where he continued to develop his attacking and defensive versatility. Since returning to Frankfurt, he has become a key figure under manager Dino Topmöller, making 32 Bundesliga appearances last season, contributing to 12 clean sheets and providing 3 assists from left-back. Such consistency has earned Brown a new long-term contract with Frankfurt until 2030, underlining the club's desire to keep hold of one of their brightest assets. However, that hasn't deterred interest from the Premier League, with Manchester City also reportedly monitoring the talented defender. Frankfurt are expected to demand a significant fee, likely upwards of £19 million, for any club looking to secure his services. For Arsenal, Brown fits the profile of a modern fullback that Arteta values: dynamic, defensively reliable, and capable of playing as a left-sided centre-back when required. He would provide further competition for Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ricardo Calafiori, offering greater depth as the Gunners aim to compete across multiple fronts. With Arsenal determined to end their 5-year trophy drought and maintain their lead at the top of the Premier League, Andrea Berta's first major move in January could see the club make a strong statement of intent. Talks are expected to begin soon as Arteta continues to build a squad capable of finally delivering silverware back to North London. Hopes of landing highly rated forward Yildiz appear to have come to an end, with reports in Italy suggesting that the Premier League club's pursuit has reached a dead end. According to Tutto Juve, Arsenal's scouting presence in Turin during Juventus's recent clash with AC Milan at the Allianz Stadium was effectively without hope of leading to a transfer for the 20-year-old Turkish international. Yildiz, who has risen through the Juventus ranks to become a key figure under former manager Massimiliano Allegri, is reportedly close to signing a long-term contract extension with the Italian Giants. The renewal will keep him at the club until 2030, with an option to extend for a further year. The new deal is expected to include a salary of around 5 million euros per season, a reward for his rapid development and growing importance to the team. Reports claim that only bureaucratic details remain before the deal is officially announced. Despite Arsenal's presence in the stands, the Turin-based outlet made it clear that the Gunners' pursuit is all but over. The article's headline captured the sentiment, "Yildiz, the real deal for Juve's renewal is already in place. Arsenal at the stadium without hope." Yildiz has become a symbol of Juventus's new generation, embodying the club's shift towards building around promising young talent. His breakthrough into the first team has been carefully managed, with Juve keen to avoid the mistakes of the past. The club is also reportedly mindful of previous wage structure issues that arose following the arrival of striker Dusan Vlahovic, and they are determined to handle Yildiz's contract responsibly. While Arsenal's scouts traveled to Italy with the intention of keeping tabs on Yildiz, the report notes that the club also used the opportunity to assess other young prospects, including 19-year-old left-back Davide Bartasaghi. Nevertheless, their primary target, Yildiz, appears to be committed to his future in Turin. According to Tutto Juve, Yildiz had already rejected summer approaches from Premier League clubs, signaling his desire to remain in Italy. For Arsenal, who are keen to strengthen their attacking options with a young and dynamic forward, this development represents a setback.